Welcome to the Iron Mind section of the mindfulness. All right, what we're going to cover today is extremely important. This section, don't even think about skipping this. Don't even think about it. All right, this part, Iron Mind. What is an Iron Mind? People, if you watch David Goggins, if you've read this book, you're going to be like, oh man, no, that's not it. Iron Mind is you're going to sacrifice a lot of things. This is going to be a big thing. If you're thinking you want to have a balanced life, I want to, have my weekends off. I just only want to, work 2 hours passively. Forget about it. It's not going to happen. You're going to sacrifice a lot of things. All successful people have sacrificed a lot of things when their peers were like hanging out, when their peers were just drinking, when their peers were watching Netflix, taking long walks at the beach with their boyfriend, spouse. What are the high performance people are doing? They're hustling. And it is gonna wear down on you. You're gonna have a point, because we're social animals, but you're not gonna be able to socialize that much. And this is gonna pay off in the long run. This is gonna pay off in the long run. Look at the most successful people. They don't hang around, they don't have PlayStation parties or something. They don't do that. Right? So what I want you to do is get used to sacrificing your, other playful times and whatnot. Don't even, if you started right away, cut into a monk mode, you get into a monk mode, you might have really hard time. Just start reducing the time you watch Netflix, for instance. As I told you, I'm a movie nerd. I love movies. What I did is, first I said, I'm gonna watch informational video worth 30 minutes every single day without exception, and I'm going to take notes. And I started that, and I got to a point that a lot of more successful people, the more I studied them, they're sacrificing more. I was still going out, I was still drinking my ass off, and I was like, this is I cannot expect outstanding results by putting in ordinary work. It doesn't work. Right? So if you want outstanding results, you have to be living an extraordinary life. It doesn't if you want to have a balanced life, you don't want to sacrifice anything, you want to have a super social life, go out with girls, but at the same time you want to be rich. You have certain amount of time, 24 hours. Every single person has a 24-hour. I had my period that I had fun, drank, hang around with a lot of chicks every single day, but that wasn't serving me anymore. So I put that aside. Now I'm in a different period of my life. So my main goal is different. So you have to be really focused on that. If you're not focused and you're not willing to sacrifice, it's going to be tough to face the results. You're going to see how the hell this guy is doing this, and you will think that he's not smarter than me, and how he can drive a XYZ car and I'm going to work with trams. And you might be thinking, oh, he's living in this, mansion. And when he's talking, he sounds like an idiot. You might think that. And you're right, you're not. They are not super smart. They don't have double or triple your IQ. You might be even smarter than them. But they sacrifice more. And that the amount of time that you commit to a certain action is going to compound. It's not going to be you put 1 hour here, 1 hour the next day, 1 hour the next day. It doesn't add up like this. It's going to multiply. It's think of it as a factorial numbers. I don't know if you remember those factorial numbers back from high school. Hopefully you do. Anyways, so Iron Mind is getting used to sacrificing the things that you love. And once you get to a point, I had that from my personal experience, I want to share it with you. I was hustling too hard, and I get to a point, I was having back my anxiety triggering back up, and I was feeling that, and I had the option to go around and start hanging out with people, and I said to myself, I'm not going to let that anxiety thing break my goals and break my my end vision that I had for myself. And you have to have that end vision for yourself too. So if you want to start a successful SMMA, hundreds of people working for you, and you're out of the business, you're not in the business 9 to 5 anymore, you just have the business and you're just going to board meetings. If you want to have that, first you have to build it. And if you don't have ton of funds, that your dad has a business already, built up business. Come on, son, you're the CEO now. If you don't have that, you have to put in the work, because someone is going to build that. Whether it's, the rich kid's dad build it, or you're going to build it for your kids. This is the hard question. So sacrificing is going to be a thing that you need to get used to, harsh truth, and look up all the brilliant people. And they're not going to share with you. And if you look at Alex Hormozi, he's one of the guys that I take as a mentor. He works he said, 6 hours on himself every single day, plus he works on the business, 12 hours straight. Not even thinking about it, 12 hours gone, working. 6 hours on himself, 6 hours on 8 hours on the business. Imagine that. And I was back at that time, I was thinking, I'm studying 4 hours on self-development, copywriting, digital marketing, everything, building a business. I was thinking that was a lot. And when you compare yourself to another person's work ethic, I'm not talking about the end result, because the end result is going to compound. The work ethic, and he's putting 12 hours a day, and I'm putting 4. And I thought to myself, I was thinking that was a big deal. I thought I was the big shot, and I wasn't. And you have to realize that he was sacrificing more, and he's going to get more. And you have to sacrifice more to achieve